Yo, 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 yo. What's the deal, people? What's the deal, people? It's your boy Jason Gooner back in the building. And you know what time it is? It is the EPL Review Show, week 21. Yes, people, we're back. And you know, we have to break down all the action in the midweek fixtures this week. You know, we had some luck putting on the Arsenal hoodie. So we'll put it back on tonight. You see it. Red Skull, we're not late, man. We're always on time, bro. We're always on time, my brother. Big up yourself, Red Skull. Hot Skull. Dash for some boy in North London Derby. 3 points to say, yo, right away, you know, people. You know, you have to like the video, share the video. You know? Why Udi? Yeah. True. Bless up, Duke. Bless up, Duke. Early Y in the chat. You know how the thing set. People, if you side get 3 points, just drop it 3 them from now. Red Skull, drop the 3. Duke, drop the 3. And just drop some. What? Ivory Coast, I'm play for. Which side I'm play for? Ivory Coast? Yo, I'm move away. Believe me. I'm move away out there, people. Yeah, man. Yes, people. So, yeah, man, if you're in the building, make sure you thumb up the like button. That is the first thing you have to do for the channel. Yes, you know, we're going to break down all the games, look at the statistics, talk about the events that happen in the match, refereeing decisions, all of the above. You know the settings, people. Banter in the comment section. So be a part of the show by making yourselves heard. Let me know what you thought was impressive about any other performances that you saw. The Ivorian Messi, exactly. Ivorian. No, say Ivory Coast, man. 3, that is it, Red Skull. Drop the 3 them in the comment section if your side get 3 points this week. I know say some side fans can't say that this week, people. Yes. Bro, need a 8, a left wing, and a striker. By Red Skull. That would be perfect. I would need all of those things for real. Man, I know how we buy so much ball and we still need so much things. Yes, people, but you don't know, you know. This show, Premier League Review Show, we're going to get right into it, people. All right, yes, we have this queued up, ready to go. All right, so the first game of the week, people. First game of the week. This was a Tuesday. Joe Bellingham as 8, Victor or Sesko as striker, and Nico Williams on the left. Well, I don't know if Athletic is selling him in January, though. That's the thing. Victor, I think you could get right now because he's all over the place. Sesko didn't want to move in the summer. So I don't know. And Joe Bellingham. I think Joe Bellingham is ready to set the world alight. Well, say Victor don't want to leave. He want to stay in Turkey. I know him would have leave Napoli. Sikaris Felia leave, saying goodbye to the fans today. All right, so make we get right into the fixtures them. As I said, first game, people. So no Chile soon drop forward. And CK. So this was Brentford and Man City, people. And this game was 0-0 for a long time. The 66th minute, they got the breakthrough. Vintage Kevin De Bruyne across into Phil Foden, who had a neat finish to the far post to make it 1-0. And then it was 2-0 not too long after that. Roerslev made a mistake. Savinho was in. Took a shot well saved by Flecken, but the rebound fell to Foden, who put it away for 2-0. And it seemed as if, you know, they would get the 3 points on the day, going up 2-0 so late in the match. But credit to Brentford, you know, they were really pushing, you know, really since the 1-0 they were pushing. And, you know, the goal that they scored really was kind of against the run of play to make it 2-0. So, you know, I think they were a decent value for those 2 goals that they got in the end of the game. And it just goes to show us the difference this season with this Man City team. You know, they are dropping more points from, you know, winning positions, you know, something that you never really saw from City before. And it was no different on this day. And I think, as I said, Brentford was good value. And, you know, when you look at the statistics in the game, it does tell you that story as well. You know, if you look at the ball possession, pretty even, 55-45 in favor of City. Expected goals, though, slight edge to Brentford, 2.58 to 2.2. Big chances, 1 more to City, 5-4. But again, I was speaking about this last week. You know, the big chances that City is giving up is really extraordinary numbers this year compared to years past. You know, 4, 5, 6 big chances conceded in games. A lot for City. You know, 18 shots on the day to 21 for City. Flecken was active, 6 saves, 3 saves for Ortega. The corners were pretty even, 5-4. Passes, about 100 difference. You know, that's attempted passes, tackles, free kicks. And you look at the shots on target, 8-6. It's pretty close there. City did hit the woodwork in this game. Then you have the attacking, you know, pretty good balance. Looks like they favor the right side a bit, Brighton. And Man City more on that right side as well in attack. Big chances scored 2 for City. Touches in the area, very even, you know, 45-41. So that shows you there. And you see, you know, slight edge. Brentford did a bit more defending, but a lot of the game in the midfield. And City's third as well, pretty even. Then you have the final third entries. Brentford had 16 more entries than Manchester City. So that shows you again, you know, how effective Brentford was in terms of getting into the final third. So yeah, good, very good game, very entertaining match. I thought both teams in spells played really well. And as I said, I think a draw was probably, if you're basing it off of the balance of play, probably a fair result. I think Brentford did enough to deserve something out of the game, as did Man City as well. So 2-2 ended up being this fixture. This is not really what City fans or City team needed at this current rate. They need to just basically get 3 points on the board for, you know, a good stretch of matches, and they haven't really been able to put a run like that together in a while this season. So 2 more points dropped for Man City. A good point at home for Brentford, especially, you know, when you consider they're down 2-0 in the 78th minute. So good fight shown by them, and it was a good game. Good game. Phil Foden got the player of the match, as you can see, 9.5 rating. Kevin De Bruyne playing the full 90 minutes. I think that's the first time in a while I could remember seeing him do something like that. Also high ratings of 8.5. Erling Haaland, though, I think is the main story. Only a 6.4 he was able to get. And he had, you know, 0.4 expected goals. So, you know, typically you'd say he probably would have scored one of those. He did have 3 shots on target, 1 off target. He did miss 2 big chances, though. 32 touches, only 54% on the passing accuracy. 1 key pass, tried a cross, unsuccessful. Played a long pass, unsuccessful. Didn't win a ground duel, 0-2. 6 of 9 aerials, though. Better there. Lost the ball 15 times, and he was dribble past once. So Erling Haaland, you know, I guess that's kind of the story of his game, really. If he doesn't score a goal, more than likely he's not going to have that much of an effect on the game. And yeah, can't really put this loss on him, though. I do think when you look on the back line, you know, Nunez held his own, playing at right back makeshift, but, you know, just too many chances really given up by City, I think, over the 90 minutes. And eventually you're bound to concede. So 2-2, entertaining game, points shared. Thought it was a good game though. Joe, I play tomorrow. I play on Friday. All right, me make sure I watch the game. Bless up, Float. What go on, bro? Don't know the standings soon forward, you know. By the time we don't talk about the game, them drop the standings. All right, next game, people. So that was the first game on Tuesday. Then we have Chelsea, Bournemouth. Another entertaining one that ended Desmond as well. Desmond 2-2. Now this game, interesting game because I thought in the first half, it's been the story of Chelsea lately where they have really dominant performance in the first half, create a number of chances, probably score one and don't, add on to that lead. And then they end up paying in the second half for the chances that they miss. And this was the same story. Really good goal on the 13th minute. Jackson, some good work in midfield, link-up play. Got away from about 2-3 defenders. And Cole Palmer made the run at the right time, slipped in at the right time, and then Palmer sat down the keeper before slotting it home to make it 1-0. And again, Nico Jackson, I thought in that first half, definitely guilty of missing some chances. 3 big chances missed on the night. Definitely not his best performance. I think his link-up play at times is like really good, but just misses too many gilt edge opportunities, to be honest. All the way over 1 expected goals and not converting is really criminal. Really criminal, but Nico Jackson, pretty much has been doing this for a few weeks now. So really par for the course for him. As I said, just ruled the missed chances in that first half. And it really did come back to bite them in that second half. Bournemouth came out a much better looking team and got a penalty, which was converted by Clivert. Seems to be a penalty master at the moment. He put that one away, and then a brilliant goal from Semenyo, definitely helping the fantasy teams out because I have him on every single team. Just dropped his shoulder and blasted it past Sanchez on the near post. Again, another reason for Chelsea fans to say that they need a keeper. But I thought that shot was just struck with some serious power. He would have had to have just been standing up with his arms stretched and not move to have a chance to save that because there's nobody reacting to that shot. So that made it 2-1. And, it was looking like Bournemouth was going to get the massive 3 points at the bridge, but substitute Reece James converted a free kick in the 95th minute to equalize the game at 2-2. And that's where the game ended. So another entertaining game. I thought the first half was much more controlled by Chelsea. As I said, they got the chances to put the game away, but didn't convert. Not put the game away, at least put some distance between themselves and Bournemouth. Didn't put it away, and then Bournemouth, as I said, came out in the second half a much better team, put some pressure on them, and of course, this Chelsea defense probably going to cave in if you put enough pressure on them. But this was the stats for the game. Chelsea with a 2.5 expected to just 1.18. 5 big chances to only 1. 26 shots to 7. Travers, who was the sofa scorer, man of the match, highest rating, made 8 saves. Chelsea, of course, more possession, more passes. Shots on target 10-3. So yeah, a lot of work put in by the goalkeeper. Big chances missed by Chelsea, 4 in total. 3 of those fall into Jackson. Touches in the area, 33-21. His final third entry is pretty even though, 49-47. So, that tells a story as well. Recovery is dead even. Both teams putting in some work, and That's a metric of goalkeeper play minus 0.87. That means you didn't do very well as a keeper, and that's Sanchez compared to Travers, who is in the positive 1.15 goals prevented. So yeah, that just shows how goalkeeping play can definitely help out. And Chelsea had one error leading to shot. Bournemouth had two. So both defenses offering some gifts on the day as well. But yeah, Chelsea Bournemouth, good game, entertaining game. Second half really came to life once Bournemouth got the goals, and Chelsea looked like they were gonna fall short. But as I said, they really pushed in that injury time portion, and Reece James did well to score that free kick. So 2-2 in the end, but not really what Chelsea would have wanted at home. Bournemouth so close to getting a serious result at the Stamford Bridge. Then we move on to West Ham Fulham, people. So this game, I remember when we were doing the preview show, a lot of people were going for West Ham to win, and I was kind of laughing, thinking, the new manager bounce not going to last forever, and people were like, "Yo, that new manager bounce is real." And West Ham, I mean, I can't even know if I can attribute it just to the new manager bounce. The goals that West Ham scored in this game, at least two of them, were comical defending by Fulham. Leno on the last goal, terrible. Just giving gifts away to West Ham in this game. So Soler had a gift, Paqueta had a gift, Soucek. That one was a little bit better creation or creativity from West Ham to get that goal. And Iwobi scored two weird ones where he was really playing across or like a dangerous pass into the box, and both of them, looking to get flicked on by his teammate. They both missed the ball, and so did the goalkeeper. Twice it happened in the game. So that's how he got his two goals. But it ended 3-2 in the end to West Ham. But I think Fulham definitely probably had the better of the game, to be honest, and just made some mistakes, and it cost them. As you can see, the expected goals, Fulham won that battle. They had one more big chance created, way more shots. Shots on target pretty close though, 5-3 in favor of Fulham. They hit the woodwork twice. They missed three big chances, and West Ham scored two and didn't miss any. Touches in the area, Fulham dominated that stat. Final third entries, Fulham dominated that stat. So, stats aren't everything. You have to play the game, and you have to make sure that you don't give away gifts. And two errors led to goals for Fulham in the game, as I told you. One and actually Fulham got one gift as well. One error leading to a goal on West Ham side. So, comedy of errors here by both defenses, and Fulham just made more. The goalkeepers weren't even steady, both in the negative for goals prevented. So, yeah, this game right here was just two teams that seemed like they just wanted to give away the game. And Fulham just wanted to give it away more. But I will say, though, that under Potter, at least West Ham looked like they can string a few passes together and make some attacks. We weren't seeing much fluidity under Lopetegui when he was the manager. And definitely the players seem to be working for each other a lot more. So, they look to have righted the ship a bit, at least in performances. We'll see if the results continue to go their way. But, decent sign so far under Graham Potter, just getting a new vibes into the club. And it's something that the club desperately needed, because it was definitely going stale under Lopetegui. And, many were surprised that he lasted as long as he did. But, they have made the move now, and the team is playing a bit better. So let's see if they can put a string of decent results together and, get this season back onto a trajectory that they would have hoped for before it started. Fulham, Alex Iwobi in a losing effort got the player of the match. 2 goals he scored on the day. Anthony Robinson getting 2 assists on the day. So his tally continues to rise. I think he definitely now has the most assists as a defender in the league. His stock and value continues to rise as well, Anthony Robinson. So Fulham losing this one 3-2. Definitely a club that, when you're trying to pick the results of the week, Fulham is a club that is so difficult to predict. It seems like they tend to get better results against the more difficult teams, and then maybe the teams around them or even below them. You never really know what kind of result they're going to come out with. So on the day, West Ham made fewer mistakes and they got the 3 points, 3-2 to them. So that was the result there. I think a few did have West Ham winning this one. Yeah, a couple. Moss. Yeah, so Coach Edwards, Javari. So yeah. A few of you, the rest of us got this one wrong. I got this one wrong, but 3-2 to West Ham. And they got the 3 points. Moving on. And this is the latest game that was played on Tuesday, and it was a big one, people. First taking on third. And as you can see, this one ended 1-1. So really and truly the best result I would want as a Gunners fan. No, none of the teams getting 3 points, everybody getting 1. Some would argue maybe it would be better for Nottingham Forest to win, but yeah, I think 1 point each is probably the best result. At least it gives you a chance to get some points back if you can get the 3 points in your game. So I would take this 1-1, and it was a good game. I thought Nottingham Forest basically decided to stick to their tried and trusted formula. Have a solid defensive shape. Anderson and Yates working extremely hard right in front of the back four. Morgan Gibbs-White as well at times, making it a 3 shield, when they're out of possession. And then, the threat of Elanga, Hudson-Odoi, and the clever movement of Chris Wood seems to always find the right pocket of space when they counter-attack. And it was a perfect example of that on their first goal, where it was really 3 passes in a row, and it's on Chris Wood's left foot to finish to the far post. But the way how Chris Wood just got that extra couple yards of space, how he peeled off to the left when he saw Elanga receive the pass, it was perfect. And, the pass from Elanga, it can't be understated. The weight on the pass, the timing of it just makes it perfect for Wood to hit it first time. And I think that's why Alisson is beaten to the far post. He doesn't really have the time to set like he would want to really spring to save that ball. So everything about that counter-attack was beautiful, and I think it was a well-deserved and well-crafted goal. And, you can't say it's luck, because you've seen that type of goal from Crystal Palace a few times, not Crystal Palace, from Nottingham Forest a few times now. So, yeah, it was a very, very good goal. Very, very good goal. So that made it 1-0. And of course, most of the chasing fans, Gunners fans, I don't know if City fans would really care after their draw, but Chelsea fans, them say them not in the title race. I don't know what other fans. So I know the Gunners fans were pleased that Nottingham Forest took the lead, because, I always felt like the only way they were going to get anything out of the game is if they didn't let Liverpool score the first goal. So they got the first goal. It could really make them dig into their defensive shape, and they really held out for a long time. I thought at times in the first half, it was really down to Sells just making some incredible saves to keep it at 1-0 going into halftime. And it was really much of the same in the second half when they came out. Sells playing Superman in goal, and Liverpool just struggling to get that breakthrough. Eventually, though, after a double sub and 65 minutes, Tsimikas coming on for Robertson, and Diogo Jota came in for the centre-back, Konate, right before a corner kick. And on the corner, Tsimikas took the corner. Jota rose at the back post to head it home. So Ernest Slot can take it for that substitution. Literally the 2 substitutes combining seconds after they get onto the pitch. But yeah, it was a really good game. I thought that, as I said, Nottingham Forest at times really struggled They had to kind of dig in to get this result over the line. But in the end, they were able to do so. At times hanging on, but it's to be expected. Liverpool is a force when it comes to trying to find that goal if they're looking for one in a game. So this was the stats in it though: 71% to 29%. Expected goals almost 2, even for Liverpool, only 0.31 to Nottingham Forest. And you see that a lot from them. Very clinical. Don't need much expected goals to get goals in games. 4 big chances to 1 for Liverpool. 23 shots to 6 in favor of Liverpool. 5 saves for the goalkeeper. Sells 2 for Alisson. 9 corners for Liverpool. None for Nottingham Forest. 10 passes, about 300 odd more for Liverpool attempted. 10 more tackles for Forest. Shots on target 7-3 in favor of Liverpool. Big chances scored 1 apiece, but Liverpool missing 3 big chances on the day. Touches in the area a lot more for Liverpool, 52-17. Look at the field tilt, 42% in the defensive third for Forest. Final third entry 77-42, almost double up. Liverpool almost doubling up Nottingham Forest in that statistic there. And better goalkeeping for sure from Sells, 0.95 prevented, minus 0.07 for Alisson on the day. And he made 3 big saves, did Sells out of his 5. So definitely you have to give this result a big reason for it was the play of Sells in goal. Got a 7.8 on the day. Looks like a longer rating. Diaz 6.7. Salah didn't score, didn't assist. Been first in a long time. He never do anything like that. Almost 0.5 expected though. Had 1 big chance created. 4 key pass. Still had a decent game. Dribble pass 2 times. Pull on him score. Gakpo 7.6. He's been playing well this season. 4 key pass as well. 1 big chance created. And them play decent. Trent 7.3. 2-time dribble pass. Yeah, man. Wing of them dangerous over there. No key passes. That's rare. Yeah, people. So, is this a little wobble from Liverpool? What is this? First little sign of adversity for Arne Slot. What do people think? I don't think Konate has looked good since he's come back from his injury. Hasn't really been as sharp. Joe Gomez was looking decent. Now he's out. We saw a game where they needed a goal and he didn't really have any faith in Federico Chiesa. Harvey Elliott, he just stuck with Gakpo and Salah for the entire game. You can look at the attack momentum and see they were really going for it. But in the end, they just couldn't get it over the line. I thought Murillo was excellent. The goalkeeper was excellent. To be fair, the whole back four was excellent for me. For Nottingham Forest, and they just were willing to defend, put their body on the line. I don't even know, is there a stat? Did they show the block shots? Yeah, 6 block shots. I think it's even maybe more than that. But 1-1 people. Is this wobble? Is this a wobble or is this real? What is this? Bro, don't understand how Chelsea signing so many players like them confused. Hall ain't even playing. Why did he even go? But Hall no. Which Hall? Hall no there Newcastle. Big up Pristine. Oh, go on. Bless up, Sean. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Yeah, man. Make them know for like up the live. Nuno Espirito is a damn good coach. He have him style and him perfect him style. 10 more minutes and Liverpool would have taken the game. Sales and defenders worked hard to keep them out. Yeah. If they got 10 more minutes, I agree. But I think they got like, it was a long time. It was like 7 minutes or 8 minutes they got. So how much more time you need? I don't know, World Cup this. And a 13 minutes and anything there. Bless me. Yeah, so Liverpool dropped some points again. As I said, people, is it a wobble? Is it just, Forest just in really good form and, in the end, it was just a good point. What do people think about that result? 1-1 with Forest. So, and another question as well, is Forest for real? Do we have to start taking them seriously as a top 4 contender? I mean, dare I say a title contender? Because they have a strategy, they have a plan, and they are really executing it very well. Oh, Dewsbury. Oh, yeah. Him what them say? Them say him gonna left. Him injured. When him get injured, I play the FA Cup with it. I know him playing at the Morecambe game, and him there playing a Conference League too. Yeah, I think him play the FA Cup match Red Skull. So he might get injured in another game there. All right, so this game 1-0 Aston Villa over Everton. I was very surprised, people, when I looked at the lineup and I saw Bailey wasn't starting. I thought him actually been playing decent the last few games. And then I was even more shocked when I saw that he never came off the bench at all. Only person came off the bench was Buendia for Jacob Ramsey. So, we see him basically getting rid of every winger. He bought Daniel Marlin, who is a winger, but I think he can operate in the inside forward channel as well. Kind of progress with the ball if you need him to. And I don't know what the future holds for Duran. He didn't even come off the bench either. So yeah, it's a weird one. Maybe Emery knows it's midweek and there's the big fixture against Arsenal he's saving Bailey for. I don't know, but we shall see on Saturday how it looks at the Emirates for the starting lineup. But yeah, I was surprised that Emery didn't use more players. Just played, one substitution off the bench. Everybody else played 90 minutes, but they kept the clean sheet 1-0 over Everton. And when you look at the statistics, it could have gone, they could have conceded one. I think the possession being dead even is very, very telling actually, and I think that's maybe a result of the manager now for Everton being David Moyes and not Sean Dyche. I mean, I can't remember a game under Sean Dyche where they had 50% possession. The expected goals, as you can see, very, very close. 1.14 to 1.21. 3 big chances created by Everton, 4 by Aston Villa. 11 shots to 10 in favor of Villa. Both keepers made 2 saves. Corner kicks more for the home team, Everton. Then you have shots on target, 3 apiece. Shots in the box, out of the box. 3 big chances missed by Everton on the day. And also 3 big chances missed by Villa. 1 through pass. Okay, 2015. All right. Final third entries. 69 to 48 in favor of Everton. And, Aston Villa did more of the defending, while the ball was in the defensive third for them more. So yeah, already you're seeing the effects of just a different manager, much more forward thinking, and it's crazy. because David Moyes isn't known as like an attacking powerhouse or a juggernaut, but when compared to Sean Dyche, it seems like he is. And a bad mistake did lead to Morgan Rogers being into spring Ali Watkins with a nice left foot finish on the run, and that proved to be enough in the game. Good goalkeeping again from Emi Martinez in this one, and yeah, he was able to keep the clean sheet, and they were able to get all 3 points at Goodison Park. NDI had a stinker in this one. He was the one that gave the ball away, leading to the goal. Definitely pulled his score down on the day and wasn't effective enough on the ball to get back his ratings. Player of the match was Kamara. My father's favorite ball, I'm always a cussing. But yeah, 3 points to the Villains. They have a big test again away from home against Arsenal on Saturday. So we'll see if Emery goes with the same lineup or he makes a few changes. These guys would have all played 90 minutes on the Wednesday, same day as their opponent Arsenal would have played. So no advantage there either way. But let's see if Emery switches it up or stays with that lineup. The next game that was on at the same time on the Wednesday, which was yesterday, Leicester and Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace came away victorious with a 2-0 win. Goals courtesy of Jean-Philippe Mateta and Mark Guéhi. Assists by Ismail Assar, a good pass to Mateta for the first goal, and Eze from a set piece. Guéhi with a clean finish with the left foot. Ruud van Nistelrooy continues his struggles as Leicester manager, racking up the L's at this point. But 2-0, and I think that when you look at Leicester, they definitely will look back and say they could have gotten more out of this game. But in the end, they were not clinical enough, and it proved to be their demise. They had the edge in possession. Expected goals pretty close. They did create 3 big chances on the day, so it wasn't like they were completely poor. They outshot Crystal Palace 21-9. Let me see. Shots on target 4 apiece. Final third entries 62-50 in favor of Leicester. And then you have both keepers did a decent job on the day. So yeah, Leicester just couldn't put the chances away. Jamie Vardy and company not as clinical as they needed to be to get something out of this game. 2 big chances missed by Vardy on the day, so not his best day in front of goal at all. But I love the first goal by Crystal Palace. Sarr gets the ball in midfield, drives it forward, and I just want any centre forward to look at what Mateta does to make that space. You know, he peels off to the right and then, you know, goes back with a diagonal run right from where he came from, creating the opening and the space and the angle for that through pass to be played. So very good centre forward play there, getting the first goal, and then just lax marking on the back post for the second goal. Good, well-timed run by Guéhi, and still had a lot to do, but the finish was clean with the left foot to make it 2-0. And they just rode that home and got the 3 points, kept the clean sheet. So all smiles for the Crystal Palace team and their fans. 3 points away from home in the Premier League, always a good fixture. So 2-0 to Crystal Palace. Then, also on Wednesday, we had Newcastle taking on Wolves, and it was basically like deja vu. Newcastle again with a clean sheet, again scoring 3 to 4 goals, this time 3, and Isak again scoring, this time twice. Also set up the goal for Anthony Gordon. So Isak with a man of the match performance, 2 goals and an assist. Gibbs chipping in with an assist as well, and Dubravka continuing his fine form in the absence of Pope. I haven't really missed him at all because Dubravka has been solid, very, very solid. Wolves had a goal disallowed from Bueno, but yeah, they just couldn't quite get it over the line. I think good goalkeeping, good defending in the end, but Wolves still did create their chances. 5 big chances created to the only 3 from the home team, Newcastle. But Newcastle just more clinical, of course, on the day. Shots pretty close, 17-13. Dubravka had 7 saves, so that should show you, he was busy on the day. Wolves had more shots on target. Touches in the area pretty close, entries very close. So, this game ended 3-0, but, they did cause some problems to Newcastle in this fixture. That should not be understated. But similarly to what we've seen throughout this season, even though they play well, they create opportunities and everything, they also have a tendency to be too nice about giving away chances themselves. And typically, when they give up a chance, they concede a goal. So not sturdy enough around the back. I think Jose Sa coming in has helped them a lot, but I think he has now started to show some of the signs as to why he was benched in the first place. He hasn't been as strong, I would say, the last maybe 4 or 5 games as he was the first 4 or 5 he was in there. So, I think Sam Johnston is the other option there. Don't know if it's time to try him again, but maybe they'll give Sa a few more games to see if he can figure it all out. But yeah, Wolves go down again 3-0, but I think if I'm their coach, I'm telling them, listen, we just need to be much more clinical in front of goal, and some of these results will start to match some of the performance, and they definitely have to be a little more stingy defending themselves. But as you see, 3 big chances for Newcastle, 3 goals. So, it's that really was the difference in the game. Well, 2, they did miss one of the big chances, but yeah, I think the one that ricocheted off 8-0 probably wasn't a big chance. The first Isak goal. So yeah, that is it. We say save them for Arsenal. Yeah. We need a win for real. Jason, that boy Rogers and Ramsey, we need them. I hope them don't make the mistake like Smith Rowe them or Ivan Toney get 4 and 5 cap. Well, I don't think Rogers will get stuck on any amount of cap because he's talented. He's gonna play. He's actually gonna play probably. And then Ramsey, I would say Jacob, really, really, really think about this one, bro. If you do get some call, I could see you getting the situation like a Ainsley or a Ivan Toney or any of them players just not gonna be steady enough, Forward to Jamaica, bro. Come build something. Everton probably beat Liverpool in the derby. I'm hopeful. We say I get sacked soon. Wait, who you say I get sacked soon? The Wolves manager? Nah, them shouldn't sack him. Them shouldn't sack him. Them a play ball, man. Them a create chance and everything. But Newcastle, them a play ball. Or them a win game. All right, Arsenal, Tottenham. This was the big game now of the Wednesday. North London derby. As you can see, it was a great start actually from Arsenal, to be honest. But right before Tottenham scored the goal, they had a very, very good spell. I'd say a good 5 to 7 minutes where they were on the front foot. They got a few chances. Raya had to make some saves. And all of that culminated in a goal from a corner on the second ball. Somehow Son is at the top of the box with like nobody close to him. And I think the smartest thing Son did was to just side foot it and make sure it was on target. And of course, if you don't put something on target, you never know what will happen. It hits off of Saliba's foot, goes through Partey's legs and into the side of the goal. Raya cannot reach it to make it 1-0. So I was actually live streaming the game and I'm saying, yo, here we go again. No, here we go again. Arsenal just out for mash up my day, my week, everything. But I have to say credit to Arsenal. After they scored, I thought we got right back into it. Definitely on the front foot again, winning the ball back quickly. Not really so much of the safe possession that we have been seeing in some of the bad results that we have had lately. Definitely some more purpose in possession, better movement, better quickness, and we were able to score from a corner by Declan Rice. At first I thought it was a Gabriel goal, but it ended up hitting off of one of the defenders, Solanke, back in the box, trying to prevent the goal. Actually end up scoring a goal off his body to make it 1-1. And then Thomas Partey, who I thought was a very good game in midfield, where he belongs. Arteta, do not put the man at right back anymore, please and thanks. He took the ball away from Bissouma, over dribbling midfield. Odegaard sprung Trossard on the left, and Trossard had eyes. Normally, he has eyes for this to shoot the ball. He's one of the few Arsenal players I think try to shoot most of the time, even when he shouldn't be shooting. That's another story. But the technique was good because he hit it off the ground, it skipped off the ground, bounced like literally right before the keeper was going to palm it away, and the bounce just proved too much for the keeper, who couldn't adjust his hand in time as it bounced over his hand, just basically grazing it, and it nestled into the corner to make it 2-1. So at halftime, after looking like we're going to go in at halftime 1-0 down, we get 2 goals in 4 minutes before halftime to make it 2-1. And I think the timing of those goals really had a psychological effect because, Tottenham started out decent in the second half, nothing crazy. But I think Arsenal controlled the game for a very, very long stretch of the second half until I thought when I would say it was probably around the 70th, 71st minute or so. Well, no, not so early. I'd say about the 80th minute onwards till the end of the game. I thought Tottenham looked like they might actually get the equalizer. Some good saves by Raya in the end. But again, I think the story of this game was Arsenal not clinical enough, because in that second half, I would say from the start of the second half until about 75 minutes, I don't know how Arsenal didn't score another goal. And it's the second game in a row now where I'm thinking to myself, how are we not scoring? But, the proof is there, people. We don't have a killer, a true gunman in front of goal. Havertz just don't have the mentality, right? So the expected goal is 1.45 to 0.78. We did create 4 big chances, only 1 for Spurs. We had 4 more shots. Shots on target 4-2. Spurs hit the woodwork on the day. We missed 4 big chances, man. Jeez. They missed 1. Touches in the area, 48-21 for Arsenal. Accurate pass is pretty close. Final third entry, 63-37. So we control them for the most part. So yeah, look, that goal by Son, they had an error that led to a goal. That was Bissouma in midfield over dribbling. We did make an error that led to a shot. They made 2 errors that led to a shot. So definitely their goalkeeper, who has been immense for them so far, definitely made his fair share of mistakes. Still got a 7.2. But he made some mistakes in this one. held on to the ball a bit too long. I think Archie Gray probably had one of his poorer games since playing centre back as well. Just couldn't quite come to terms with, what Arsenal was doing, especially on those overloads on that right-hand side. Just didn't know whether to come and help or stay with closer to Dragosine in the centre. Definitely did a good job pulling their players out of positions in this one. Odegaard was the player of the match with an 8.0, had an assist, the one to Trossard. Thought Rice played well as well. Just started to tire about the 75th minute or so. And I think he was really running on fumes for that last 10, 11 minutes he was on the park. But in the end, I think, it is what it is. Spurs came out. He's been playing, more attacking players in at least one truly attacking player in his midfield three. Didn't go for that this time. And it didn't really work in the first half for them, to be honest. I mean, they had a little 5-10 minute spell in the first half, but I think other than that, Arsenal was the better team. And Arsenal was the better team for the majority of the game. But I just think that we're screaming out for a gunman up front, just somebody who can bag the goals, stays within the width of the 18, and just has an eye for that goal. We need that. Bless up, cuz what going? He looking like a proper championship striker these days. Yeah, man. Father Time is undefeated, Or Leicester City. Yeah. Rude might get the sack to rot it. Look like Isaka got the record. Yeah, I think him going what? 9 or 8 now? What go on, Nicholas? Big up. We need a striker ASAP. We're toothless, absolutely. Havertz need pay cut and one bench. As Christmas season and him done. Hope recover speedily before some transfer window ends. Need to go. They say Gabriel need to hurry up and get fit to get sell. Jaja. True thing still. We need a striking overhaul, Just get some different striker. So that was it. And then Thursday, people, we had Ipswich take on Brighton. So this game was today earlier. I watched the first half basically, and then I pretty much watched the Man U game after. But Brighton got both of their goals in the second half. Good value for them as well. I mean, Ipswich had a few little moments and stuff, but I would say Brighton always was looking the more likely team to get a goal. They had the edge in shots on target. They had the slight edge 5-3. They had more touches in the penalty area, more final third entries than their opponents as well. So yeah, I think Brighton deserved it. Verbruggen played well in goal. Pedro Mitoma got his goal in this one. Ruta came off the bench, got a goal as well. Danny Welbeck made his return, so that's a good sign for Brighton fans. He was definitely in fine form before his injury. I think he's actually still the leading goal scorer in the Premier League for them after missing all that time still. So that's big that he's back in the fold. For Ipswich, we saw Omari make a return. Didn't have his best game, but he did survive the 90 minutes. I think Liam Delap as well didn't have his best game that we have seen from him this year in terms of what he was able to do on the day. But that will happen from time to time. So Ipswich falling 2-0 to Brighton at home. They've had some good results of late, but this is not one that they could count as that. And they have to get back to the drawing board this weekend. No time to lament because, the relegation fight is real. But Brighton back to winning ways, they had not been winning of late. So it's good to get back on track for them. And they were able to secure all 3 points earlier today at Portman Road. Then we move on to the final fixture, and it was a nice match, people. Man United taking on Southampton. Really thought Southampton was the better team for like the first, I would say maybe 50 minutes, 55, 60 minutes. But Manchester United definitely flipped the switch after some substitutions from Amorim. But the key component, or I would say the mainstay in the team all game, was Amad Diallo coming up with a 9.9 rating today after his hat-trick of goals in the second half, starting very late as well. So he has a knack for the late goal. He started against City, 2 late goals. This time he upped the ante and went to 3 late goals, all coming from that right-hand side, whether cutting inside or going down the right, as well as he did for the first one. You know, this kid, Amad Diallo, definitely showed up today and showed out with a big performance. Very good talent. So a hat trick for him. In the end, they won this game 3-1, the own goal from Uarte in the first half. And Amorim, you know, he made quite a few changes. You know, they had 2 big games where they would have expended a lot of energy against Liverpool and Arsenal, respect, in the Carabao and not the Carabao. They played Liverpool in the league. Yeah, they played Liverpool in the league and then played Arsenal, right? So those were the 2 games. And then today now they had to play obviously Southampton. So you know, he went with a lot of the same players. You know, Dallo was out, so he couldn't play. And Maguire didn't start. Euro started this time. But other than that, it was pretty much the same team. Made a sub at halftime, which was surprising, bringing on Anthony. But I think what that did was it freed up Ahmad to push further up the pitch and play more as an out-and-out winger, or, you know, number 10 on that right-hand side in the coach's system. But it seemed like, even though, you know, he normally likes to play with the more inside channel players in behind the striker, I think once he made that sub, he really and truly just gave Diallo the wing. He just said, yo, just stay wide. I'm going to feed you out there. Of course, you'll have ample space to cut in if you want, but we want the starting position to be out there. And Anthony was playing a bit deeper. And they could have interchanged from time to time, because Anthony had a glorious chance on the back post that he didn't convert. Don't know how, but that's crazy. He didn't convert that finish, or make that finish on that play. Mad. Thought Collier and Xerxes both did well when they came on. Good double change there. I think Hoyland was, for the most part, ineffective. You know, good runs and good endeavor and everything, but just nothing really coming out for him the way it should. Xerxes, you know, looking to grow into himself much more lately. I think he looks silkier on the ball. You can see his quality. Some of the turns that he's making of late, you know, can really see that he's quality. Yeah, high key. He's high key the best player, to be honest. Did watch boy Nico Williams play today. Him actually can play. Hope him join Arsenal summer. Yeah, man, Nico can play, man. Southampton was better, but credit to Amorim. Brighton beat them Sunday. Xerxes played well today. Yeah. Thank you, Duke. Thank you for saying that, Duke, because I thought he played well against Arsenal the other day too when he came on. Like, every single counter that you guys had that went to anything, it was him started it, like, every time. But yeah, big result for Manchester United. I mean, United fans, you know, I feel like, you know, because I know some United fans that are like, you know, they can't believe that it was this dramatic to beat Southampton at home. And others are just really celebrating the fact that they won. You know, I would be more on the side of celebration, because, you know, with this United team, the way it's set up and how it's really running this season, you don't really know how many moments like this you're going to get in the Premier League. I mean, you know, Eric Ten Hag proved that, you know, if you apply yourself at Man U, get a little bit of luck as well with the draw from time to time, you might find yourself at Wembley playing for a trophy, and, you know, anything can happen on that day. So, you know, they were very happy with knocking out Arsenal out the cup, and yeah, maybe it just took them a little while to, you know, get focused in this game, because definitely something happened in like minute 65, 70. and they just started to play some different football and getting way more frequently. And Southampton, who I think, in fairness, were probably tiring too. So, where those spaces were a bit limited in that first half, by the time it got to 20, 15, 20 minutes left, those spaces look bigger and bigger and bigger for Man U to exploit. A big shout out has to go to this baller right here, Kamaldeen Sulemana. So Suleiman, I don't think has played much this season because he was out injured, I think. Pretty sure he was out injured. Yes, so he's gone 10 games so far. But, has really played sparingly. And really, has risen to the fore under this current manager, Urich, in terms of getting more game time. Now, this brother was giving them fits on this left side in this game. Couple times just kind of made the wrong decision right at the last moment, but have to give him a shout out. He was very, very dangerous. I remember my brethren sent me a text and say, yo, Arsenal need to buy that brother. They say he should be a sub every time. Okay, so it's when him start, him can't play well. But I don't know, man. Sometimes like the way how him bring the others into play, I feel like them would be better off if him start, because Hoyland want to run in behind. But it's like the way how Amarim play, it almost make more sense for that guy to be a back to goal, drop off to Bruno, and then the ball in behind to one of the players them running in, So I don't know. Man. And it seems like Hoyland, when he wants to, can just go past people, but he just don't do it every time. Cause that run he made down the left and him cut it back to Garnacho and Garnacho dash it. Brother, the man just put on him head and just push it a couple times and just reach in the box and just. I was like, yo, if you could do that, if you can do that, why don't do that every time? Yeah, man, the brother go for kill off Lenny Euro, brother. Go for kill him off, brother. Yeah. Still don't think Xerxes is good enough for Man U. I would sell him. Yeah, look, I don't know, man. I feel like him have a certain skill set where me see why a coach would have want him in the team. He's very hard to get off the ball. Like when him really, get it, him hard to get off the ball. So him going to bring others into play a lot. And when him turn you and him get you, him shoulder on you and everything, you can't really get around him. So him have something where can work with, I just feel like I don't know if he has the belief in himself like needed. As you say, maybe he'll never have it, and maybe that's why Man U ain't the place for him. It's just too big of a place. Like him just don't have the mentality where he need. But I think he has the quality. Personally, I do. I think he's extremely technical. Man, vex all them boy, they get lucky win. But we will meet again. Yeah, bro. The man them kick we out of the cup, bro. The man them make a big move in a table today. Gone at top 12. Bless up, gigs. So I go on, bro. We're outside, We're outside. Yeah, man. So that's all 10 fixtures, people. All 10 fixtures in the bag, in the books. Yes. So let's take a look now at the Premier League table, people. The Premier League table. Because we want to see what all of this means for the table. You don't know. We have a weekend of fixtures coming right up, starting Saturday. So we'll be back here tomorrow night, people, for the preview show. So make sure to tune in. We'll try to get it started as early as we can, but you don't know, it might be a little bit in the bells, But we'll see, people. I will make the thumbnail as early as possible and put a time. I will try to adhere to the time we'll put. But you don't know, all the people them always are checking and I give them predictions. Some of the man them in the building tonight, woman them. You don't know. Check in tomorrow and we're back again to see who can win the title this upcoming weekend. And we're gonna reveal in a moment after we show the real table, the actual predicting prediction standings for the week and also the dreaded donkey of the week. But this is the Premier League table as of, January 16th? Yes. 21 games for most teams, 20 for Everton and Liverpool. But this is how it stands, people. Southampton, 6 points. From a winning position today, they lost 3-1 to Man U. Big loss. They were looking like, hey, some hope. Get to 9 points. You never know. But no, they're stuck on 6. That now makes it, 17 L's out of 21. 1 win and 3 draws is all they have been able to get. Think they are pretty much set in stone to be going down back to the championship. Then we have Leicester City in 19th, another promoted team. And you can see Ruud van Nistelrooy having a rude awakening right now. 3-0, 3-1, 2-0, 2-1, and 2-0 again. That's 5 losses on the bounce, 14 points for them. They're up to 13 L's now out of 21. Then you have Ipswich Town, faring a little bit better, but also promoted team, 16 points. 1 win in their last 5, that coming against Chelsea at Portman Road. Draw in there as well with Fulham, which was a good result, but 3 L's, 2-0 today at Portman Road, 1-0 to Arsenal at the Emirates, and 4-0 at Portman Road to Newcastle, who have been beating everyone. 16 points minus 17. Then we move right out of the relegation zone, and literally same goal difference, same points, but Wolves have scored 2 more goals than has Ipswich Town. So that means they are not in the relegation zone and they are in 17th position. Tough matchups if you look at the 4 teams that these teams are going to face. Nottingham Forest for Southampton, Fulham for Leicester, Man City for Ipswich Town, and Chelsea for Wolves. So not getting any easier for them moving forward. Then you have Everton just outside that relegation zone as well on 17 points. They have suffered 3 defeats in a row, and they have Spurs coming up next. Crystal Palace, 24 points for them. So this is the first bit of separation we see from the relegation zone. Crystal Palace in 15th after their win. 24 points for them, getting further and further away from that relegation zone, where I think they'll be more than safe when it's all said and done this season. Then you have Tottenham Hotspur, 4 losses and a draw in their last 5 fixtures, 1 point from a possible 15. So a dreadful run of form. They are in 14th now on 24 points. Still a plus 11 goal difference though. Wow. Then you have West Ham United in 13th after their win. Graham Potter getting his first 3 points as in the Premier League as West Ham manager. 26 points for them, 13th. Then you have Manchester United getting their victory. After 3 losses, they now have a draw and a win. That's 26 points for Man U, up to 12th position. Same points as West Ham, but a better goal difference at -3. Then we have Brentford, 28 points in 11th position. Fulham, 30 points in 10th after their loss to West Ham. Then we have Brighton, after 4 draws in a row, finally getting a win. So unbeaten in their last 5, but getting 3 points on the board this time to get back into the top 10, into 9th at 31 points. Then we have Bournemouth dropping points against Chelsea late to that free kick, but still on 34 points, 8th position, not bad. Aston Villa, 2 wins on the bounce, headed to face Arsenal next, but they're on 35 points in 7th position right now. Tied with Man City on points, but superior goal difference for Man City, so that puts them in 6th position. Then in 5th now, finally out of the top 4 after living in there for pretty much most of the season, is Chelsea, 37 points now. They are in 5th, and then we have Newcastle into the top 4 after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's 6 wins on the bounce in the Premier League, and that is put them on 38 points currently, 3 points behind 3rd place Nottingham Forest after their draw with Liverpool. They are in 3rd position. Then Arsenal, unbeaten in their last 5, only 1 draw in that, so 2 points dropped out of 15. They are now on 43 points from 21 games, and then Liverpool still with that game in hand, a 4-point lead now at top of the table, 47 points for them as they next travel to the G-Tech Stadium. And you know that's a tough place to play. Arsenal, as I said, will host Aston Villa. So some tough matchups. Forest has the easiest of the games, playing at home to Southampton. So if as long as they're up for it like they were against Liverpool, I think they should be able to do some damage against that Southampton team. But we shall have to wait and see. And of course, we'll be back tomorrow, people, for the preview show to break it all down. But next, let us tell you how everyone fared in the picks this week. Yes, people, we have the standings ready to throw on the screen. Man U, Man City, and Newcastle. A personal vendetta against them this season. Ahmad Diallo seems to be Man U get the team out of a bad situation player. Yeah, may I tell you, man, definitely is counting himself and being heard because he's doing his thing, people. You can't go around it. All right, so as I said before, people, it is time. So, first and foremost, let's see. Drum roll. Week 21. The champion is none other than the mighty Jason Gooner, people. Applause. All is right in the world, people. Jason Gooner, after spending his time researching and analyzing and talking about the games, I should have the most correct picks, people. That's only right. It's only right, my people. So 7-3 this week. I had 2 games perfectly, correctly predicted. 2-2 with Chelsea and Bournemouth I went for, and 1-1 with Nottingham Forest and Liverpool. The games I didn't get, I thought City would beat Brentford. I thought Fulham would beat West Ham, and I thought that Aston Villa and Everton would have drawn. So those were the 3 that I didn't get. Big up yourself, Smokes, Craig Taylor, 7-3 as well, but you didn't have any games spot on, so you didn't get that tiebreaker. So you were in second place. Then we have Mass in third, 6-4 with 3 games correct. So he had the most games correct out of anybody this week. Mass 6-4. Pristine, much better this week, 6-4 with 2 games actually spot on. Biggs G 6-4, 1 game. Jay Chalom and Richard Edwards, coach, both 5-5 with 2 games right. Float 5-5, 1. Duke 5-5 with no correct scores. And then CK was 4-6 with 1 correct score. Closing out, we had Hot Chili also 4-6. And then just outside of the dreaded Donkey of the Week spot, we had Cuz ND Hall 3-7, but the 2 correct scores definitely got you out of jail. You predicted the 2-0 Crystal Palace win and the 3-1 Man U win spot on, and that kept you away from what I'm about to show next, which is, drum roll please, the Donkey of the Week. And there were actually 2 on this week, and they are Javari Laban and Crazy Yardy TV with a 3-7 record. 1 game correct. You both predicted the Man U and Southampton games 3-1. It's crazy because there were like 4 people that predicted the 3-1 scoreline in that game. Pristine also said 3-1. But Donkey of the Week this week, a big dirty stinking hee-haw to Javari and Crazy Yardy TV. Yes, people. You don't want to be here. But this week, this is where they resided. But don't feel no way. People that are donkey this week might actually forward block and win this trophy the next week. So, Jason Gooner, big up yourself. Pat myself on the back, you know. And yeah, we got it done this week, people. All is right in the world, you know. Makes perfect sense. Yes, people. So, oh. rigged. Yeah, well, I don't know how it can be rigged when I just write it down, you know, and just do it. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna start make Gabby or Julie come telling the results, you know. Cause them literally look upon what I write and do all something them for me and tally it up, you know. I'm gonna just so yeah, next week them I forgot make them the commissioner of the league. So people can't say it unfair. Speaking of the kids, I've been coaching Julie team in the off season. Playing some futsal league. Lone W's, lone 3 points we I pick up. Play our last 2 games them tonight. 2 more victory. Yeah, man, me make a earnest slot move, make 2 sub on the corner and score on the corner, you know? Yeah, man. Big coach. Big coach, man, a roach. Soon I forgot Trinidad for my license. All right, people. So before we check out for the evening, we have one more item we want to get through tonight, and that is the fantasy check-in. So I could see how Jason Gooner team them did in the fantasy game that we're playing. We're in 3 different leagues right now. For the traditional fantasy with the budget and you pick your captain every week and everything. I'm in the I Am Sure Sports League. So big up to Mannings, man. Big up to all the others playing in that league as well. And I just want to show you guys how it's looking this week. I've been telling you guys about this. Muffin need to check them. If Muffin check them, nobody no win because she might bite up all the page. Respect Prestige. So, all right, let me show you guys how the fantasy are going, people. No. I don't believe that it's going to work, you know, because if I ever get to the level of coaching something like that, brother. No, actually, yo, let me never say never still. But nah. I don't think I ever want to actually be a coach, you know, to be honest. Even though I enjoy coaching the kids and stuff, I think I really and truly would have my most joy doing scouting. Yeah, so I really do. I think that that's where I could really give back. All right, so this is the I Am Sure Sports League. Let me see, 23 players in there. So some of you, I think this is Crazy TV, I'm pretty sure. Samuel. Cranky, Juras, Namesake, Dre Anyweather, Adrian Allen, Tigat, Jairus, Fabi Frano, Duke. What? Duke can make a move up the table though. All the way to 6. Glovan, Demo. Can't see Demo from a long time. Big up yourself, Demo. Badaman, Philip Clark, Biggs G, and Jason Gooner TV. After 80-point week, Duke, I forget 82 star. Sure. 80-point week for the G. This is how we got to the 80 people. So we have Raya in goal, never do nothing. Gabriel, sure saying get an assist. Them thief him assist. I don't know him never get that. Alexander Arnold never score or assist anything, no clean sheet. Lewis Hall got the clean sheet again. Picked him up, and that was a good pickup there. Then I had Cole Palmer, Ismail Assar got an assist. So did Morgan Rogers. Semenyo had a goal and an assist. And then Mo Salah never convert anything on the day. Cunha only got a point. And this is really what made the difference for my team this week. You know, I did not captain Salah, captain Isak. Even though he had like a unsure to play symbol, but I never saw any reports of such. So I just figured he was going to play. He did, and he definitely helped out with 2 goals and assists, man of the match. Multiply that by 2, you get 32 points. So I think that really was the difference for me to get 80 when a lot of my opponents in the league only got in the 60s. That extra 16 of captaining Isak was the difference. A lot of them captain Salah, and that really made all the difference, So yeah, 80 points on the week. Good week. Good week. In first again, as I say. I dropped down to third after being in first a few weeks back, but we had to make some moves and get back on top. And long may that continue, right? Then I have 2 teams in the fantasy draft league. If you don't play this league, I definitely recommend you get with some friends and do it for next season. It's very fun. It's a little different from the other one because you can't just pick the same team as everybody else. You basically have your own players. You do a draft and you draft them, and of course you can make trades throughout the season and drop players throughout the season. But two teams can't have the same player. So in this one, as you can see, I have a nice lead. This one is actually with my family, like my cousin them and stuff. But Crystal Ball FC, that's the name of my team. 52 points, which is not bad in the draft because I don't have no captain bonus and none of those things. It's just straight points. But Mitchell and Livermento did it for me. I picked up Martinez, but he wasn't able. I thought they would be able to keep a clean sheet against Southampton, but they weren't. Salah didn't do anything this week for once, but Semenyo, Foden definitely picked up the slack for me. Rogers also on this team, and then my forward line did nothing. Own goal by Solanke, 1 point apiece for Cunha and Havertz. Didn't really lose anything off the bench. So that was that team. And then my other team now in this other league, have a nice lead in this one as well. Pickpocket FC, 7 points for Henderson. Verbruggen also got 7, so 2 good keepers. Hall and Mitchell in this one. Clean sheet there. Semenyo on this team as well. Eze, Joelinton, Kudus, and Salah. So, yeah, I mean, if imagine if Salah did have him normal week, they had a big week this week. But, yeah, man, definitely 3 leagues, top of the league, prediction king for the week. Yo, this is a good week, man. This is a good week. This is like how life should normally go on, All is right with the world right now. So, people, yes, just want to show you guys that in all areas, we just a lead, We just a lead. DJ Gigs, we not look no coaching job at JFF. No way. Anyway, people, big up on yourself. Thanks so much for tuning in. Them time the people, it's not gonna reach quite any further tonight. We have gotten through all the content, all the information I want to get through, and we'll be back tomorrow night, people, for the full preview show. So if you enjoyed taking part in the weekly predictions this week or for this midweek games, you know that you can tune back in tomorrow night, and we'll be back to get another round of picks going, and also preview all the games, give you all the latest news in terms of injury updates and things of that nature to get you ready to make your selections. Also, man's have to rethink his FPL strategies. So we're going to get that in order as well. And we'll give a preview for that tomorrow. But we're not going to let out no secrets so people don't know to captain Isak. You see me? Because if me did ever tell you that, people would have followed it, because they know, so I know what I talk about, That's why we don't say it, people. We just keep it to ourselves and show you the results afterwards, people. See? So big up yourself, people. Thanks again for tuning in. I am Jason Gooner. This is JGTV. And until next time, blessings, manners, and respect. We out.